India's first business media venture for the digital world of smart screens. Founder India, streaming on Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, and various other OTT platforms. Catch buzzy chat shows with rising entrepreneurs. Top business leaders host special invitation business shows. The best of business journalists in conversation with startup founders to corporate leaders. Industry and sector-focused special shows hosted by domain experts. Founder India Hindi, streaming live shows aimed at financial literacy. Real-time coverage and analysis of stock market. With technical and fundamental analysis experts. And the icing on the cake, India's first live show on cryptocurrencies for traders and investors. The channel decodes policies for young entrepreneurs on a platform that offers voice to the issues of people in business. Check out Founder India on your smart devices now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Welcome to the inaugural edition of Velocity Awards, an award system that acknowledges and celebrates digital excellence. My name is Papa CJ, and I'm excited to be your host for the first Velocity Awards night. Velocity Awards is an initiative of Comms News, which is a news portal dedicated to the space of marketing, digital, brand and corporate policy, and communications. Velocity Awards aims to set standards in the art and science of digital communications. In the last 2 years, it has become evident that digital mediums for outreach have played a pivotal role in shaping the success of a brand or an organization. For Comms News, these awards are about celebrating this work done by both individuals and organizations. As the organizer of Velocity Awards, Comms News, in the maiden edition of awards, gave one free submission to every entrant organization. This year, in its bid to be environmentally responsible, Comms News and Velocity Awards partnered with the Air Foundation and planted one tree against every submission as well. In its inaugural edition, Velocity Awards will acknowledge the work done between April 2020 and March 2021 in India. There are two main categories: Best of Digital Awards and Team Awards, that are further divided into 24 subcategories with a total of 60 awards. The award system will honor women and men who are the backbone of the digital community and create a sense of pride for their outstanding digital work. Before we begin, let me remind you that the hashtag for the evening is hashtag Velocity Awards. Share your selfies while watching the awards night and let's make some digital noise. Remember to tag us at Velocity Awards in all your social media posts. So, without further ado, let's begin. To tell us more about the genesis of Velocity Awards, let me invite Roshan Alexander, co-publisher of Comms News, to share a few words.
Hello everyone, my name is Roshan Alexander. I'm the co-publisher of Comms News and co-producer of Velocity Awards. Velocity Awards is presented by Comms News to celebrate the work in digital communications executed by individuals, teams and organizations over the year gone by. The awards were created to acknowledge and celebrate outreach on digital mediums between April 2020 and March 2021. The awards have two main categories, further divided into 24 subcategories. The main categories were the Best of Digital Awards and the Best of Team Awards. The aim was to honor professionals who are the backbone of the digital community and create a sense of pride for their outstanding digital work. The Velocity Awards onboarded Grant Thornton Bharat as the process reviewer to ensure a transparent process and due diligence. It's the only platform of its kind which ensures separation of jury, sponsors and the entrants. Sponsorship opportunities are open only to those who do not participate in the awards directly or indirectly. Even the jury largely refrains from sending entries during the year in which they serve on the jury. We had 3 external organizations and 3 entities who were integral to the success of the first edition. I want to give them a shout out. Firstly, ANS Digital, led by Archana and Sanjay Arora, along with Ajit Singh from the team for the tech support. Next, Critical Edge, led by Pradeep Vadwa and Amrita Marshall for being the marketing partner. Lastly, Founder India, led by Lavjeet Alexander, who is our video partner. We also have the logo designed by Gio George and the supporting partner as well as anchor Papa CJ. Thank you, gentlemen. Ultimately, the backbone of the program is the awards director, Hina Issa Roria, who along with Amita Vadhera has pulled off a stellar debut edition. There were 17 jury members who made a generous time commitment to review the entries. And finally, the 50 plus organizations who sent the entries by believing in this new platform. A warm virtual welcome to all of you to this inaugural awards ceremony. We hope we can meet in person at the second edition and celebrate outstanding digital work.
Thanks a lot, Roshan. We believe that Velocity Awards is the only digital communication award system that has onboarded an independent process reviewer, Grant Thornton Bharat, to ensure transparency, process orientation, adherence to guidelines, and neutrality by the Velocity team and the jury. The Velocity Awards jury was carefully curated to leverage their experience to position the awards as the most prestigious in India. The 17 jury members included Chief Marketing Officers and Chief Digital Officers. I think it is best we hear it from the process reviewers and the jury themselves on the approach and method undertaken by them.
Hi, a very warm good evening to all the wonderful people attending Velocity Awards 2021 event today. It's my pleasure to represent Grant Thornton Bharat. My name is Sudhi Jain and we have been appointed as Process Validator for Velocity Awards this year. As part of the evaluation process, we have verified all the storyboard submitted for consideration as per the defined eligibility and evaluation guidelines. These guidelines include submission of one-page A4 storyboard, limit of 100 words, usage of organization name and logo, and lastly, period of the campaign, which was restricted to April 2020 to March 2021. At a later stage, all the eligible storyboards were shared with the eminent jury for the evaluation process. We verified scores of each jury member and ensured adequacy of the same to arrive at the winner list for each category. On a closing note, I would like to wish all the best to all the participants and congratulations to all the winners of this year's award. Thank you.
Actually showed me the integrity and transparency of how entries are judged at Velocity Awards, and it also opened my eyes to some outstanding campaigns of digital marketing and communications initiative that were taken by small and big businesses. I'm very thankful for this enriching experience, and I wish all the very best to the Velocity Awards team, and it was my pleasure to be a part of the esteemed jury. Thank you.
A big shout out to the organizers of the Velocity Awards. The entire selection process was incredibly well organized. It made our life as jury very, very easy. But the most difficult part was really evaluating the entries that were there, because the quality was simply so high. From my perspective, what was very important was the adherence of the campaign, the websites, the initiative that was taken to the objectives that they had started out with. And second was the sheer impact of the kind of work that was done. And I guess those whom at least I have rated highly were the ones that really, really had a very strong meaningful impact.
Yeah, so I think judging the Velocity Awards was a fantastic experience. I think Hina and her team did an absolutely great job of putting this together, and a lot of us judges who have served on several juries were very, very pleasantly surprised to see how well organized Velocity Awards was, even though it was being done for the first time. And I think it was very, very easy to sort of, judge. The backend was very user-friendly. And I think what was also great was the fact that, there was a jury meet organized, which a lot of awards that one has been a part of don't necessarily do. And I think it's always nice to kind of meet and get to know your fellow jury members, have a healthy discussion, share different points of views, and then come to a conclusion about the final winners. It's been a great experience. I've seen some absolutely great pieces of work, very, very inspiring work, lots to learn from as well. And I'd like to wish everyone the very best.
Who said running an awards property was easy? For our jury, let me tell you, it wasn't a cakewalk either. They had to read through innumerable entries and ensure the sanctity and integrity of the awards. The judging took place through a rigorous two-stage process, including pre-scoring to determine the first shortlist. The jury process concluded with a virtual jury meet on November the 11th, 2021, where further discussions and deliberations were done to decide the winning entries. Before I move forward, let's hear from some of the jury members themselves on what the things are that a jury looks out for in a winning entry.
One suggestion and one point of view that I want to share is that we should keep an eye on what is the impact that each of our idea is bringing. And we are in a great era of change where everything can be revisited and rethought and re-ideated to make a large impact into our business. So it's a great initiative. I think it makes a lot of sense to identify each of the categories.
The Velocity Awards has got a very, very good mix of different types of entries, a variety of entries. There were some entries which stood out from right from actually the strategy, the ideation, the reason of doing that whole exercise to the final objectives, and how it actually made an impact. There were certain entries, however, where you just felt that it was just too run of the mill. It was something which kind of was something which was just not anything out of the ordinary. For judging entries is the final impact. So what did it finally do? So if there's an activation you've done, then what did it finally lead to, the results, the whole thing? And honestly, impressions is not what counts, because that you can buy, but what did you actually make a change to the person who actually saw the communication is something which is important for it.
What I found the best in these campaigns was the campaigns that created impact. And I think there were quite a few campaigns that were almost in the category of daring to try, especially the bureaucrats campaign and the campaign on public sectors. So impact was my most important criteria. I think there were some campaigns where we learned a lot as well.
But if there was something which I felt can be a word of advice, it would be that before submitting any entry, what I would tick a few boxes in my own head before submitting an entry for awards, and those would be: is it absolutely path-breaking and exemplary work according to me in terms of an idea or even execution? And if I think that it does justice to both of those things, then yeah, sure enough, submit as many entries as you would like to.
So I have to admit that it was a really closely contested competition, I think. Besides, of course, the most ingenious idea that would win, the pertinent factors we bore in mind were what was the relevance of the campaign, the problem that the campaign was solving, and the magnitude of impact that it was making on the audience and the larger populace. Besides, of course, the relevance in today's times. These are different times, and obviously not everything is as relevant as it was before. So yeah, this is pretty much what we bore in mind.
Thank you so much, jury members. Kudos to the entire army of people who worked behind the scenes to compile the lists and find our winners. Right, let's move ahead to the first category, the Best Digital Awards. This category includes 18 subcategories that recognize various facets of digital communication that have been used successfully by entities for their outreach. Each subcategory here will have 3 awards: gold, silver, and bronze. There may, however, be some subcategories where the jury members did not find entries worthy of either a gold, a silver, or a bronze, which means their luck was just like mine on dating apps. Entries for this category were judged based on an A4 size storyboard that creatively outlined the objective, strategy, idea, tactic, and result of a campaign. Every entry was accompanied by a form where entrants had to share more insights around the challenge that was being addressed, highlight the creative solution that they provided while implementing the campaign, and the measurement matrix used to evaluate the success of the program. A very comprehensive process indeed. I hope you've reviewed the award shortlist that was announced on the 22nd of November. In case you'd like to refer to it, now please visit the awards website www.velocityawards.in and click the Shortlist 2021 button. Once again, congratulations to all the finalists and in fact to all who submitted their entries. Because remember, winning isn't everything, but the efforts put into win is. Oh my God, could it get any more cliche than that? I'm just kidding. Let's get started with the awards. The first subcategory under Best of Digital is Best Integrated Digital Campaign of the Year, Product or Service Brand. And the winners are, the bronze goes to Value 360 Communications for Abacus and the campaign, How Abacus Revolutionized Hydration through #PowerOfBlack. The silver goes to PepsiCo India, Lay's campaign, an ode to unsung heroes with Edelman India Private Limited. And the first gold of the evening goes to Mondelez India for Cadbury celebrations for Not Just a Cadbury ad. The next subcategory is Best Integrated Digital Campaign of the Year for an organization, corporate brand, owned, earned, paid. And the winners are bronze, 6 Degrees BCW for Rebuilding Together campaign for Booking.com. The silver, Godrej Industries Limited for Godrej L'Affaire Season 5 campaign, #Live It Up with Agency 09. And the gold goes to Sanofi India Limited for Sanofi India's National Epilepsy Awareness Program. Moving on to the third subcategory, Best SEO Campaign of the Year. There is no bronze winner for this subcategory. The silver for Best SEO Campaign goes to Avian We for Deloitte for the digital amplification of Deloitte's voice. And the gold goes to PR Professionals for their SEO campaign for the PRP Group. Next up is Best Organic Content Campaign of the Year. Again, there is no bronze. The silver goes to Arm Digital Media for the MTV India Viacom 18 Media Private Limited for the campaign MTV Organ Daan. And the gold goes to Organic by MSL for Foundation for Reproductive Health Services India for powering a pro-choice. Let's see who took the trophies in the Best Social Media Campaign of the Year. And the winners are, bronze again goes to Avian We for Niti Aayog campaign of countering the stigma associated with India's frontline workers. The silver goes to Organic by MSL, the campaign Pfizer, Upjohn India, Viagra for #KeepItReal. And the gold in Best Social Media Campaign of the Year again goes to Arm Digital Media for MTV India, Viacom 18 Media Private Limited for MTV Organ Daan. The next subcategory for this evening is the best new website of the year. And the winners are Bronze, Kalolwala Associates Private Limited for Dixon Technologies India Limited corporate website. Silver goes to Godrej India Limited for Design Deco. Network, engage, collaborate. And gold goes to Avian V for Atal Innovation Mission website revamp. Congratulations to all of you. Now moving ahead to a category that is certainly the most relevant in current times for all brands and corporates. The best social cause digital campaign of the year. The winners are Bronze, Avian V for VMware for the campaign VM Inclusion Tara, a unique return to work program for women. Silver goes to Practice Strategic Communications India Private Limited for Pallium India campaign, #GoodBrief. And gold goes to Fleischmann Hillard for Free a Girl for the campaign Voice for Justice. Incidentally, did you know that India has been placed second to China in terms of app downloads, with downloads increasing by 28% in 2020 to 24 billion app downloads. Our next subcategory is the best mobile app of the year. For this subcategory, there are no bronze or gold winners. However, there is one app that takes the silver home today. The silver winner is ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company Limited for their customer mobile app. Who were the new movers and shakers in 2020-21? Coming up is the best digital new product launch of the year. There is no bronze in this category. Bagging the silver is TVS Motor Company, launch of TVS NTORQ 125 for campaign Connect with Media, along with Adfactors PR India Private Limited. The gold goes to Ideosphere Consulting Private Limited for Mami Yova for #Let's Make India Smile. The best ORM of the year is the next subcategory for the evening, and with only one winner, and that too gold. Gold goes to Arm Digital Media Private Limited, Revolt Motors for the campaign Crisis Management Launch Delay. Moving ahead to the next subcategory, which is Best Corporate Blog of the Year. And the winners are Bronze to TVS Motor Company for One Stop Resource Bank on all about two-wheelers. Silver goes to Godrej Industries Limited, Vikhroli Cucina for the future of food. And the one who takes the gold for Best Corporate Blog of the Year is Avian V for Samsung for the campaign Making Samsung India Newsroom a hub of all content. Up next, in the Best of Digital Awards, is the subcategory Best Use of Social Media on an Ongoing Basis. And the winners are: no bronze, silver goes to Avian We for Niti Aayog's campaign Transforming Communications for India's Apex Transforming Body. And gold goes to PR Professionals for Bihar School Examination Board for mitigation of false news related to BSEB boards. The next subcategory is Best Online Newsletter, and the winners are: bronze goes to PR Professionals for Indian Railway Stations Development Corp Limited, IRSDC, for Srijan. Silver goes to TVS Motor Company for Connect with Media. And there is no gold winner in this subcategory. Moving on to the best use of digital for internal communications in a corporate. Under this subcategory, the jury found no entry worthy of a bronze. However, there is a tie for silver. And the two silver winners are Lupin Limited for their internal communications campaign Halt the Fear, and Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited for their internal communications campaign. And the gold goes to Avian We for driving NHAI on a content-powered digital highway for the National Highways Authority of India. And the last subcategory under Best of Digital category is Best Use of Video by a corporate or a brand. And the winners are bronze, Aditya Birla Group for hashtag Haath Uthana Zaruri Hai. Silver, Vistara Tata SIA Airlines Limited for Vistara's in-flight safety video along with FCB Ulka. And gold goes to Organic by MSL for Amazon India for Pledge to Reuse. Before we proceed further to the next category of Best of Team Awards, it is time for some acknowledgements to everyone who worked behind the scenes in running the award system and making it a grand success in its inaugural edition. And yes, we are totally blowing our own trumpet here. Can we please have a message by Hina Isar Huria, Awards Director of the Velocity Awards.
Thank you, Papa CJ, for adding amazing energy in the first edition of Velocity Awards. Your presence will surely cover up for the lack of an offline awards night and a physical gathering that we sorely miss. The work done by the firms and organizations saw an amplification of their outreach for their brands via some innovative digital mediums. And that is when Comms News, our organizer, knew the time had come not only to acknowledge but to celebrate digital communication and digital excellence. That is what resonated among the 17 jury members that included Chief Marketing Officers, Chief Digital Officers to come on board. They have worked with us since last 1.5 months through rigorous online judging process. On behalf of Velocity Awards, I'd like to convey our earnest gratitude for their guidance, as that will help us to shape the awards further. Thank you, Grant Thornton Bharat, for relentlessly guiding us and making sure the whole process was fair and transparent. Special mention to Gio George for designing Velocity Awards logo, Team Ants Digital, our technology partner, for designing our website and a robust awards platform, Team Critical Edge, our marketing partner for social media creatives and promotions, our video partner, Founder India, our supporting partner, Promise Foundation, and our magazine partner, Reputation Today. Big shout out to my team member Amita Vadera for her rock solid support. This year we had 60 organizations that included multinationals and Indian organizations, and we believe this is just the start. On behalf of Velocity Awards, thank you to all the entrants for believing in us. Lastly, congratulations to all the winners who are taking the trophy home today.
Thanks a lot, Hina. Moving ahead, we now have reached the last category of the evening, the Best of Team Awards. This category has 5 subcategories that aim to judge outstanding teams and honor individuals. However, out of 5 submissions of only 1 subcategory made a mark on our jury. The category that has a winner today is B4, Digital Team of the Year from a PR consultancy or ad agency or event consultancy. The nominees for this are EXPD with Avian V, Organic by MSL, and Value 360 Communication Private Limited. And the winner is Team EXPD at Avian V. Congratulations to all the winners. All winning entries will get published on the Comms News website under the campaigns section. That is, if you have given us your go-ahead while submitting your entries. Thank you everyone for coming to our virtual awards. I sincerely hope we will meet in person next year, where we can enjoy the Velocity Awards night and toast our achievers in person. The certificates will be emailed to all winners by December 20th, and the trophies will be couriered before the 10th of January to the address that you have shared with us on the awards platform. Please get in touch with the awards director latest by tomorrow if there are any changes to your address. Till we meet again in 2022, remember to stay safe and keep smiling in spite of wearing that mask.
India's first business media venture for the digital world of smart screens. Founder India, streaming on Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, and various other OTT platforms. Catch buzzy chat shows with rising entrepreneurs. Top business leaders host special invitation business shows. The best of business journalists in conversation with startup founders to corporate leaders. Industry and sector-focused special shows hosted by domain experts. Founder India Hindi, streaming live shows aimed at financial literacy. Real-time coverage and analysis of stock market. With technical and fundamental analysis experts. And the icing on the cake, India's first live show on cryptocurrencies for traders and investors. The channel decodes policies for young entrepreneurs on a platform that offers voice to the issues of people in business. Check out Founder India on your smart devices now.